guys, and welcome to a new video. It's a different sort of a video today because I'm doing a little bit of a chit chat, not get ready with me video, but a chit chat cook with me video. This is a really simple recipe, and if you guys were watching my vlogmas, then you would have seen me try and find a recipe for tomato sauce. Now, just in case you don't know, pretty sure majority of you do know that tomato sauce has so much sugar in it. And for me, I can't exactly have that much sugar, but I effing love tomato sauce. I mean, what Kiwi does not like tomato sauce? So today I'm going to be sharing with you a recipe that I made for my grandfather for Christmas. Apparently Nan said to me, and I quote from her text, that he said it was just right. I don't know exactly what that means, but anyway, he must have liked it. So when it comes to tomato sauce, I wanted to find something that was easy to make, pretty affordable as well, but didn't require so much ingredients, because a lot of them that I saw required so many ingredients. Okay, so for this simple tomato sauce recipe, all you would need is a few ingredients. Obviously tomatoes are one that you will need. Now the tomatoes that I'm using are pretty much still okay, but if you've got tomatoes that are almost on their way out, perfect to use up those tomatoes for this particular recipe. You will also need some salt, some paprika, some apple cider vinegar. I'm using sugar, instead of brown sugar, I'm actually using organic raw sugar, and you only need 2 teaspoons, so it's not like you're putting in a whole heap of sugar. So you can opt to have this out, and I have done a recipe where I haven't put the sugar in, and it's fine. Well, for me anyway, it's fine. You also need some Worcester sauce, but I actually used tahini and it still tasted the same. I also used a low sodium tahini as well, which you can buy from the supermarket. Everything here you can buy from the supermarket, so that's how accessible it is. You'll also need like a little saucepan, and also you'll need a little blender as well. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I have had so much trouble with the blenders that I own, and I finally got myself a blender that comes with the actual blender set, as well as this little bit, which I was like, what? Didn't realize it was in there until I opened it the other day. I was like, yes, don't have to go out and get like a proper big blender. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to chop up the tomatoes. Now if you want the seeds in it, you can have the seeds in it, but I kind of prefer like a more what do you call it, a more seedless kind of tomato sauce. So I'm actually going to be chopping those out. So I don't know what to do with the remaining of this tomato. I feel like it is a little bit of a waste, but normally when your tomatoes go, you normally want, you just kind of want the outside. That's where the plumpness is. So pretty much that's what I'm doing now, is I'm just chopping away the seed. So you want about a cup, and I'll list the ingredients and their measurements down below. But for, say if you wanted to do a big jar of this, I would say you'd want more than a cup of tomatoes. You can use all sorts of different tomatoes. You can, I don't know, mix it up, just whatever. It's totally up to you. And I experiment all the time when it comes to cooking. At the moment I'm being really like trying to use whatever's in my pantry and in my fridge, instead of going out and buying that particular ingredient. I'm just like, what can I use instead of that particular ingredient? Alright, so now that I've cut that all up, and there's pretty much, I would say, just over a cup of tomatoes in there. And of course, the longer you leave your tomatoes, the sweeter they are going to be. So you probably don't even need to add any sugar to it. But pretty much this is all you have to do, is just add in all your ingredients. Simple as that. Add in your salt and your paprika. I quite like paprika in this recipe. It tastes really good. That's just a little bit of tahini. The apple cider vinegar. If you want, you can put in some cracked pepper as well, it's totally up to you. and just that bit of sugar as well. I'm actually putting in sugar because I know that Algae probably will eat this if it has a bit of sugar in it. So now we're going to go over to the stove and we're just going to pretty much simmer this until it's very soft and everything's pretty much well combined. Okay, so we're back from the stove and pretty much you obviously just want it to be just soft. So obviously, so that you can just blend it through without no hassle. So you realistically want to wait until it's cooled down, but ain't nobody got time for that because I gotta go to work. So I'm just going to pop the mixture into my little blender, and like I said earlier, like the more tomatoes you use, the more tomato sauce you're gonna get. So obviously this is not gonna give me a whole lot, but because I don't eat it all the time, that's just enough for us. Because you don't want to be making heaps of it and then having to throw it away because it's spoiled, you know. So pretty much what you want to do is you want to just, and I still don't know how to use this blender very well, you want to mix it all up. Last night I actually made this recipe and I used it on a pizza, so you can use it as great pizza bases. Obviously it's not going to be like thick like tomato paste, but it's still really tasty and delicious. But anyway, I'm going to transfer it just to this little jar. This jar is just one of those plain old jars that, this jar is actually an old apple sauce jar that I brought from Countdown like ages ago, and so every time I have or buy jars of stuff like jams or whatever, I always keep the jars because you just never know when you're gonna need it next. Oh, it just smells so good. Oopsie. Spillage. Getting that last drop. No wastage here. And there you go. Your own little homemade jar of sauce. Easy, simple, didn't take me that long to make. And also you kind of know exactly what's inside it. Obviously you want to have this sparingly because it's still got sugar in it. This will last us for ages because like I said, we don't eat a lot of tomato sauce, but we do love to have it when we do eat it. And also it's a great gift, so if you wanted to make this for somebody who absolutely loves having ketchup on everything, or tomato sauce on everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this little chit chat recipe video, hoping to have more. I have done one before now, I will link it down below. It was how I make ham hock soup for the winter time. I suppose it's probably the wrong time of the year to be talking about soups, but yeah, no, in case you wanted to go check it out, you can go check it out down below. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.